everybody, and welcome back to the XsivGaming channel and Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. This is our restoration series, and today I believe we are up to episode number 3, so if you could quickly drop us a like, it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. So let's jump straight into today. Episode number 3, like I say, of our restoration project. We are looking at the 1929 Lincoln stock i6. We've got pretty well done on this so far. To say we're only up to episode 3. Have a little look in that engine there, the engine bay. As you can see, our engine itself is all fully back together and working. So what we're going to do today is have a little mess around with the front suspension. I think would be the best bit. We'll do all of the front suspension today, from brakes to steering rack, etc. So what we're going to do is move the car straight away onto we'll put it on lifter B this time. So we're saving lifter A for the story orders, but we can do that later on today. So let's get it up. Before we send it right up, if we right click car status, as you can see there is a ton of stuff that is actually wrong with the car. All the green bars are of course pretty much to do with the engine itself, but yeah, there's still bits and pieces we don't know about, parts missing. We know that various suspension parts are broken as well. So yeah, we'll get that right up. And like I said, we are only going to focus on the front suspension today. The rear suspension is not as bad, but or not a large sort of job as much as the front is, so that's what we're going to focus on today. So we'll get started straight away. Let's get these wheels off. Again, the wheels are not in best condition either. We do need to try and get these repaired at some point, but we're not going to do that today either. Like I say, it is purely front suspension and all these brake parts as well, all the front brakes anyway. So moving all those wheel caps, wheel bearings, front wheel hub off there, the knuckle cover, the knuckle itself, which we can't take off till we've took off the tie rod. Take the outer tie rod off, the inner tie rod. Then we need to remove that double wishbone shock. We can take out the sway linkage, a couple of bolts holding that one in, and then we need this bottom suspension arm off. Take those out there, and we've got the upper suspension arm as well. Again, all these bushings are going to need replacing as well. That knuckle can come off. Next up, we'll take out this undercarriage section. And so to do that, we've got to take out these rubber bushings. So I'm not sure, I can't take out that undersection completely until all the suspension has come off this side. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to take that wheel off. So pretty much the same as what we've just done the other side there. Please excuse the sneezing there. Take out the brake discs, the wheel hub cap. Take out that wheel hub bearing, front wheel hub, knuckle cover, take out that shock. Got the sway linkage that come out. Take off the outer tie rod that side, the inner tie rod. Next up is that bottom suspension arm again. Take out that upper suspension arm. And the steering knuckle can come off. So next up we can then drop that cross member out, drop this sway bar out, and drop the steering rack out as well. So that is, as far as I can tell, the whole of the front suspension section done. As you can tell, we've still got various exhaust sections there to come out, but that is another little job to do. Same with that radiator up there, but we've got that front suspension out like so. So next job is of course to see what we can repair. So head on over to the repair bench. Not just gonna spam the button there. There we go. So everything's repaired that can be repaired, and because we've unlocked the tablet, we don't need to keep running backwards and forwards to the computer. So I'm going to right click, part mount now. Let's get that cross member in if it was repaired. It wasn't, so we're going to need a new front suspension cross member E. So we'll head onto the tablet. Oh, that was a previous job. Into the main shop. So front cross member E, there we go. Not particularly cheap, but at the same time not too expensive. So we'll put that in there. I'm going to put those rubber bushings in. Oh, we've not got any new ones, which is surprising. So we're going to need an absolute ton of these bushings, so we'll have 12 of those straight off the bat. Back to part mount, put those bushings in now. So yeah, once we've of course finished this project, we shall be looking for another one. We will keep a bit of a flow going. Right, so let's put those cross members in. So let's get that steering rack on. Yeah, we definitely need a new one of those. Back onto the tablet. Type in steering, and we can pick up the steering rack there. Put that in there. Then going to need a sway bar. In fact, before we do that, let's have a look at those tie rods. We've got one new one there, so we need a tie rod. What do we say? The sway bar needs going in. Is it just a standard sway bar? Sway bar B. Front sway bar B. Put that in there. That's that bit. So we'll start with this side. We'll get all this side done, I think. Let's have that front steering knuckle C. We need two of those. Front steering knuckle C. We'll have two of those. So yeah, this seems the best way of doing it, just using the tablet. Bottom suspension arm, we've got one of those, or it was repaired. So that can go in, that's nice and new, all rubber bushings can go in. We'll get that sway end link, we need 2 of those. Type in the sway end link, was it A or B? Sway link B. I'd say we need 2 of those. Go in, bolt those back up. Like I say, 2 bolts. Nice and quick. I'll have a look at that tie rod. Got 1 of those spare. Obviously from a previous job. Get that upper suspension arm in, that's all good. Brand new bushes in there. And then we've got this double wishbone, which looks like both of those need looking at. So we will have to hold fire with that. Knuckle cover, got 1 of those. Front wheel hub, we're going to need 2 of those. Wheel hub, front wheel hub, 2 of those. I guarantee you we're going to need these bearings, so we'll pick those up as well whilst we're here. Bearings are always knackered. Glad we picked that up. Wheel hub cap, yeah, we need 2 of those. Put those in there like so, or that one in there like so. So apart from that shock, that front suspension is done on that side, so we can put these brakes in. Yeah, we need 2 of those, so we'll head on to brakes. Discs, front discs rather, the ventilated ones, we need 2 of those. We might as well get 2 calipers whilst we're here, 2 brake pads whilst we're here, and 2 brake cylinders, again whilst we are here, because I guarantee you they've not been fixed. But if they have, then not to worry, we can use them for another job. Caliper. Oh yeah, we've already had some calipers in, look. Oh, one of them got repaired completely, so that's handy for another job. And we're not going to put that wheel on just yet, because like I say, we still want to get that double wishbone shock absorber put in there. So it's looking a bit shinier in there. So we'll come back onto the other side. We're going to do exactly the same thing now. Like I say, it is just mirroring what we are doing. So front steering knuckle C, front knuckle cover, we need 1 of those. Front axle knuckle cover. Now we can put that wheel hub in there. 2 of those up. We can put that wheel hub bearing in. And a wheel hub cap. Put that brand new disc on there, a brand new pads. It's going to be a brand new caliper and cylinder. So let's put all that in. Next up, we're going to put this bottom suspension arm. Like I said, you soon get through these rubber bushings. Put that upper suspension arm in. So that's all the rubber bushings used, so if we need any more, we're going to have to get some more. Get that sway linkage in. That's that, and then we can put that tie rod. Oh, we needed a new tie rod. I think we needed both, so we shall get those. That's the inner tie rod done, the outer tie rod, yeah, I knew we needed it. That's that done. again, it's asking ready for the wheel to go on, but we ain't going to put that on until we've got this double wishbone shock absorber. But that, apart from those two shocks, is the front suspension done, which has not took us very long at all. So like I said, we need to we'll have a quick look at the inventory. Double wishbone shock absorber. Oh no, we don't want to sell that just yet. And we also need the spring and the cap as well. Let's head on over because I think we've got a couple of bits in. Join parts. No, we have no parts in. Okay, so type in the word shock. Double wishbone shock absorber. We need 2 of those. We need 2 caps. And of course we need 2 front springs as well. Again, any parts that we've got, if they did repair, then we can always use them for another car. So go to the spring puller, join parts, shock, spring and cap. Put all those together. Take that off there, then we can of course join parts, do the same again with the other one because we of course need 2. And that is those done. Head on back into part mount, double shock, put that in there. Double shock there, like so, and then that, I believe, is the front suspension and brakes all done. Certainly made it a bit shinier under there. Like I say, that nice new engine we've built, bar the radiator of course, that's all gone in. Front suspension looking all nice. Exhaust of course is letting it down at the front at the moment, and then onto the back obviously there's an awful lot of work to do. So we'll put those wheels back on. Again, we don't we need to do some work with these. The rim itself is fine, it is just the tyre that's letting this down at the moment. So that's going to be a job around the scrapyard, I believe, looking for some tyres, because I believe in the shop the actual tyres are not available. Part mount. Yeah, the rim again is fine, it's that tyre. And there we go. So we'll bring that back down. Like I said, that's certainly improved the car. Right click car status. As you can see, various problems still with the back, but we've started doing front suspension there. It's mostly engine parts. We've got various body parts that we've got sorted out. Just looking through the lists, like I said, a lot of that is engine parts. All hubcaps there now, knuckle covers, rubber bushings, brake discs. I see sway bars, the inner tie rods. Plenty of bits and pieces have been done. But like I say, that is episode number 3. I think we are done for today. Tyres we need to get done, the rims are sorted, front suspension's all done, engine's done, it's just exhaust and rear suspension. So I think in the next episode we'll look at the rear suspension, then the last jobs will be to do the exhaust, the radiator, and then of course we've got things like the brake pump in there that's going to need doing, and of course we've got interior and bodywork to do as well. So like I say, that's going to be it for today. If you have enjoyed today's episode, remember to drop us a like, and of course don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new. But like I say, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.